the Gregorio Girls channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to our second Tutorial Tuesday video.
So today's tutorial is on this neutral / pinky halo eye look that Devin and I are both wearing, and today we use the first ever Naked palette.
Classic.
You know, a lot of people have this. We definitely wanted to break it out again and give everybody a new fresh look to be able to dust off the palette and give it some love again. So,
yep.
With that, we really hope you guys enjoy this video and just keep on watching if you want to see how to get this halo eye. So first to start, Devin's going to prime her eyes using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion.
I always get way too much of this stuff.
Oh, eyeshadow primer?
Seriously, just to make sure it never comes off.
Yeah. Next, we're going to go into our transition shades. The first shade we're going to use is Naked. And Devin's going to take that on a blending brush and just buff that right through her crease.
If I can find my blending brush.
So taking the same blending brush, we're going to go into another transition shade, which is a little bit darker than Naked. This one is called Buck, and it's this brown shade right, oh god.
Buck Naked.
It's this brown shade right here. And that's going to go just slightly under where we put Naked, and it's just going to kind of deepen the look a little bit more and give some more depth to your eyes.
And we're just going to concentrate that?
Yeah, just right under where you put Naked.
I will say, I was using my Naked 3 palette the other day, and I was like, about it.
Yeah.
But this one I like a lot.
I think the Naked one is definitely my favorite.
Naked palette?
Naked palette, most definitely. Next, we're going to go back into Buck, but with a smaller brush, and we're going to start creating this halo effect. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put Buck in the very inner and outer corner of our eyes, just like the littlest slice of corner. And then this is what kind of makes that room for that like definition, because you're trying to leave the middle part of your eye bare so that you can put the halo shade in that part. So the kind of name of the game with halo eyes is blending. Blending's really important. So next, Devin's going to go in. You see she has the two little sections on her eyes done. So we don't want them to just look like two little lines and streaks. So she's going to go in with a blending brush and blend those into her crease so it just kind of marries in and doesn't look so harsh. So this is the Morphe M441. So I don't know if you can see, but it looks kind of big, but it is tapered at the top. So it does kind of just allow you to get right in there and blend it out. So I like to use this clean and then just go in. So
I like that one.
One's at the ready.
Swish and flick.
Wingardium
Leviosa. Oh my god, can we watch Harry Potter tonight?
Stop, stop, stop! You're going to poke somebody's eye out. Classic.
Besides, you're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. It's no wonder she hasn't got any friends.
She's a nightmare.
Honestly.
I love that movie. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go into another color that's going to help contrast our halo. So Dev's going to dip into Toasted, and she's going to put that right next to and kind of over top of the edge of where she put Buck. So they're all just supposed to kind of fade into each other. So blending is going to be important here.
So again, this is like a small little flat eyeshadow brush. This is from my Morphe 680 vegan brush set. It's a set, so they don't have individual names, but that's what this is from. So
Devin's placing Toasted right next to Buck, but also kind of fading their lines and blurring them right over each other. Again, because we don't want it to look like it's just like those little like those colored lines on like the TV when the signal goes out or whatever. You don't want that look.
Wow, great analogy.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
Totally.
You really want it, of course, always with eyeshadow, you want it to be perfectly and seamlessly blended.
How's that?
Yeah, awesome. Next, the fun part. The part we've all been waiting for. That wasn't a very good trumpet. That was like a very weak trumpet. Anyway, moving on to basically the star of this eye look, the Halo shade. We're going to go into the shade Sin. It's this really pretty rose-toned shimmer shade. I think this is one of my favorite shades in the palette itself.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So what we're going to do, since we do want the halo to pop, we're going to do a little trick that we love to do. So Devin's going to take some MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and she's going to spray her brush with that.
So I'm going to take, this is my Sephora large angled shadow brush, so you can, I don't know how well you can, yeah, you can kind of see there how it's a little bit slanted. That's going to help me get a good angle to place that color like right directly in the center of my eyelid.
Yeah.
So take our handy dandy Fix Plus. I just got this yesterday at the MAC store in Times Square, and I've never like gotten Fix Plus. I know, I'm shook. Like, let's just take a second. I'm trying not to spray you.
There you go. So with that, dip into Sin.
Okay.
So that just helps your eyeshadow become a little bit more foiled. Again, we want it to really pop and shimmer and shine. So that's what that little trick helps us do. So that is the halo effect. And then once Devin is done that, again.
Whoa. Oh boy, yeah. Are you going to tell me to blend? Because I definitely have to blend.
Yeah. So once Devin is done that, she can go in with Toasted, since that's the shade that's right next to, and kind of blend over those lines. So again, that they are blurred. Sorry. And blended.
So I'm going to take Toasted and blur the edges of that color that we just put on. What was this called, Shauna?
We just put on Sin.
Sin?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to blur the edges of Sin with Toasted. And then really quick, I'm just going to do the same thing with Buck.
So now that the lids are done, we're going to go on to the lash line. So using a smudger brush, Dev's going to dip into Sin and put that right in the middle of her lash line. And then next on the outer 2/3 of the lash line, I put Toasted. So Dev's going to go ahead with the same brush and just dip into Toasted and finish the lash line. So one last step in the eyes, we're going to move on to the highlight portion of our eyeshadow. So just in the inner corner and in our, or on our brow bone, we're going to go into the Tarte's Contour palette, and we're going to dip into this little shade right here, the highlight shade in that palette, and that's what we're going to actually use for, like I said, the inner corner and the brow bone highlight and our face highlight as well. I like to just go like this because my finger literally just fits right
in that little
yeah.
crevice right there. Okay, let's
crevice. No, I don't know why that word is funny to me.
I don't either.
Because I'm immature.
Oh.
What was that noise?
What?
You were like,
got that inner corner highlight popping.
It makes a difference. So then on an It Cosmetics shadow brush, Dev's just going to pop the same highlight on her brow bone.
Yes, I am.
Next we have our just face highlight. We're going to use the same highlighter, and we're actually going to repeat, the technique that we used for our halo eye for our face. So Dev's going to spray her face with the MAC Fix Plus again. And then just before that dries, she's going to apply the highlighter to the high points of her face.
Yes, I love this trick.
Yep, it's the same technique, really helps the highlight pop, appear more foiled. It just gives it more of like a tacky surface, I feel like, to stick onto. Mm-hmm. And then really makes the light just catch it even more. I don't know, it just really makes it pop like a whole lot more when you use this technique than if you just kind of apply the highlight just on dry skin. Next we will move on to lashes. So Devin's just going to curl her lashes first to prep for mascara and false lashes. For mascara today, we're going to be using one of our most favorite drugstore mascaras.
I love this.
This is the Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot Volume Express Mascara. So, Dev's just going to do a little coat of that. For false lashes today, we're going to be using one of our favorites, the Ardell 105 lashes.
So I'm just going to take this is the Vegas Nay and Eyelure Strip Lash Adhesive, lash glue. And I'm just going to apply a thin strip to the band of my lashes. And you always want to make sure, I know it's tempting to just try and stick them right on after you apply the glue to the band, but you definitely want to give the glue time of probably 20 to 30 seconds to dry down a little bit and get tacky for two reasons. One, it's going to make less of a mess if you mess up. And
right.
Two, the tackier it is, the more it actually helps it stick to your lash line.
And you always want to look down and come from the top, if that makes sense. It's way easier. So to wrap up, we are going to move on to lips, and then our look will be fully complete. So for lip liner, we're going to go in with the Colourpop Lippie Stix pencil in the shade Oh Snap. And for lipstick, we're going to take the matching Lippie Stix in the shade Oh Snap again. And this is one of our favorite shades, so here, go ahead.
All right,
you can just
here I go.
Pop that all over your lips. And I love that Colourpop does have matching Lippie Stix to Lippie pencils.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely helps. So yeah, this is, I said.
It also, encourages you to go crazy on their website.
Yeah, it does. It does. But this is just one of our favorite, nude pink colors. I feel like this color really looks good on everybody.
Yeah,
I feel like this whole look really looks good on everybody and anybody as well.
Is this the Creme formula?
Yeah.
I love it.
So nice.
It's so smooth.
Mm-hmm. Okay, everyone, so this is the final look on both of us. I really hope you guys like this look. I really love neutral tones and rosy, pinky, rose gold tones.
Yeah,
I love them. I love them on everybody. I really do think that they flatter anyone and everyone. So that's why I'm always constantly wearing them.
Now, I actually want to say thank you to my wonderful sister for teaching me how to do a halo eye today. This was actually my first time doing a halo eye. I've never done one before. So if it was your first time learning how to do one as well, we really hope you enjoyed it. And with that, before you leave, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for next week's Tutorial Tuesday.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.